What does it mean when we start talking about becoming data driven? We're doing Power BI because we want our business to be data driven. But what drives us and what does that actually mean? All right, lads and lasses, welcome along. Tuppence Tuesday. So, the data business, it's kind of what we're doing this for, isn't it? We want to become more data driven. That is really the goal of Power BI, isn't it? You become a data driven business. But, how is that possible? What's it going to look like? How's my business going to function? It's a key question. Here's an example, right? This is kind of the point of it, isn't it? That being data driven is about using your data to get a deeper understanding. There's a logical path that you're going to follow, and that's going to oppose your personal viewpoints. Where, oh, well, I reckon this, I reckon that. Okay? It does make you more agile in a lot of ways, and it also stops you from just making assumptions about things. So there's a lot there that you need to kind of take in and be like, oh, right, I get that now. Aye, about it. What do I mean? Let's look at the traditional approach, yeah? So this is easy, right? Ross runs a business, yeah? Whoa, I know what I'm doing, man. I don't need no help of anyone, right? What do you know, right? I make decisions based on my gut, right? And my years of experience, because I know, right? I know all about everything. Me, like, none of yous know as much as me. And because I've got that viewpoint and that attitude, it means people aren't going to come to me and say, Ross, I've got an idea, right? And because of that closed-minded attitude, the business doesn't progress, right? It's an extreme example, but it's not one that's a million miles away from the truth of how a lot of businesses will work. You will get to the point where you've got people who are dictating what will happen based on what they believe. There's no room there for other people to come forward with their suggestions, options, anything. It becomes a very closed-minded way of dealing with things. The alternative could still be, I own a business. I might set the direction the business is going to go, but I'm more prepared to listen to other people. The data-driven approach would allow Steve down in production to go, I know I've just started here, but I think if we changed it this way, it might be easier. I could look at that and work a bit. I'd never thought of that, right? The amount of times businesses have been saved millions by simple ideas from the production floor that normally would just be ignored. It's, you need to get used to this idea. The whole point of Kaizen and the Kaizen principles is very much about this. Anyone can offer up a suggestion for an improvement. Anyone. Because everyone who's involved in the business is as important as everyone else. And anyone's suggestion could lead to a transformation and a step change in how the business performs. And that could come from the boardroom, but equally it could come from the production line, it could come from your sales offices. The key thing is to understand that data-driven approach comes from being prepared to open up and say, right, bring something to the table. Bring some data to help support your argument, but bring it to the table. Let's understand what it is, what our options are. So being data-driven suddenly changes the way your business works from it being about what I know and how great I am to actually, what have we all know? What little things have we all found out from doing our jobs? So what do you reckon then? Right? Data-driven and the data-driven approach is transformative. As you move away from the idea of, wait, I know it all, right, towards that, what do we know, what's available to understand, it changes the way that you perceive everything. Suddenly things like your traditional hierarchy in the business starts to dissipate because everyone feels they have a voice. You have far greater ownership in your business. And from that ownership, other things can come forward. So There's nothing to be scared of about pushing down that data-driven approach, but recognize that it will go further than just data. Hope you've liked that. Right? Obviously, there's a lot more to do with it. Right? Head on out to our website, geordieintelligence.co.uk, register so you can actually add comments, give more feedback, and of course now you can enroll on some of our courses. At the moment, we've just got the Introduction to Power Query course on there, but over the next week to 2 weeks, we will be adding in a couple of dates for the basic Microsoft Dashboard in a Day course, as well as our own in-house taking Power BI further course. For now, though, stay safe and take care. Ta-da.